All right. We are back with Debbie. We're now 3 months out from her Robb refresh. So how are you doing? And then tell us a little bit about what we did.
Okay, I'm doing great. I feel like I finally got over the hump. So I'm doing good, just living life.
Excellent. And so 3 months ago, we did
a deep plane, facelift, neck lift, upper, lower bleph, brow lift, CO2 laser, fat transfer.
Yep, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there's specific nuances to every procedure that we do. So every surgery has specific nuances, and then everybody's a little bit different. So Debbie, talk about what was the hardest thing for you?
Good question. I think probably just the emotional component. Just watching your face change every day, being swollen, not looking like myself, not smiling. My smile didn't look right. So probably the emotional part more than anything.
And that was really tough for Debbie for like four or 5 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And so you weren't really ready for that. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I didn't really realize that the healing takes so long. I thought, you know, a couple weeks, but yeah, it just takes time.
And throughout that time, did you feel like we were there for you, like in your corner and taking care of you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Everybody here is so wonderful and can handle people like me that needs the extra TLC. So, yeah, wonderful.
You mean wonderful people like you. So, yeah, everybody's different. And what we've learned, and I don't want to get into your specifics, but when there's autoimmune things that have gone on and different things like that, everybody's different. It can react different ways. And you found yourself more swollen without any complications or problems. But Debbie was more swollen at 4 weeks than many of our patients. And so then Debbie's correctly wondering, like, why? Why am I more swollen? I'm like, well, there's no fluid in there. It is nothing that needs to be drained. It's just that everybody is a little bit different. And then you turn the corner when, how many weeks out?
I definitely by 6 weeks, definitely started feeling better. Now I'm at 12 weeks. 12 weeks I feel fabulous, but it's just taken time, a lot longer than I anticipated.
So come on in, let's take a good look. And so you look so great. And so up here, there are some brow lift incisions. You can't see those, of course. Debbie's skin has been lasered. I'll stay out of the light there. And it looks amazing. What is your age?
59.
I know what you're thinking. It can't be, but all right. And then there's under eyelid blepharoplasty. That's all done with no incisions. You had those little stitches on the corner of your eyes. You loved those.
Yeah.
We did buccal fat reduction as well and transferred a little bit of fat in, but we wanted a little extra fat, so we took that from the torso area and we distributed that into the temples, a little bit of sprinkles around the face. And then spin this way, perfect, a little bit more even. And then this, you can see just the beauty of the ear incision. So this is 3 months out, you cannot see it. Once again, I wanna harp on this, there's a brow incision up here in the hair that makes this temple incision not perceivable. If this incision wasn't up here, then you would see an incision creeping all the way up there, but that's really, really important. And then behind the ear, all of this, there's literally nothing. I mean, you could go to yoga or whatever. Our ear incision is not done healing, but it is also pretty imperceivable today. And then this neck and jawline is only accomplished through the most advanced deep sculpting of everything. So chin down just a little bit. Goodness gracious. So this was extensive gland reduction, digastric reduction, deep fat reduction, all the things to create that outcome. What's really important in the neck here is that we are not reliant on tension and tightness. There is some of that, but we actually just reduce and debulk all the fullness that's in here. Have you had any dry mouth or different issues from that?
Nothing.
Okay, and then spin back this other way. All right, and then this was an incision that you had years and years ago. Was that a neck thing?
Cervical fusion. Yeah.
Neck thing. And so once again, just beautiful, beautiful neckline. There's a little bit of increased vascularity there that will go away. Once again, there's no visible incision line. All that looks totally great. So there's just so many details in all this. Then chin down just a little bit. Yeah, that looks really beautiful. Debbie, you look amazing. All right. And then you can come back to looking this way. Anything that we didn't already mention that you think is important that you know now?
Pick the right surgeon and the right team, I would say, is incredibly important, because for people like me that needed extra hand holding and just extra care, you want to have somebody. I personally liked having somebody local. That, for me, that's what I chose, is I wanted somebody that was local. So that was important to me.
Yeah. Next time she might pick a different surgeon that doesn't leave her swollen for so long. No, it's important. There was through some of those times where you were concerned, we were texting back and forth on nights or on the weekends, and I think that's really, really important. I think a patient who is anxious and has a lot of anxiety and is not able to correspond with their surgeon, that only creates more anxiety, and that is not good for the healing process. It's not good for just the overall process of kind of what you remember. And so every patient gets my cell phone number, and I think that's really, really important in order for us to consistently take the best care of our patients. So I'm glad that we did that. And now you just get to maintain, which is the easy part. Debbie's had 2 recent really sweet compliments.
Yes.
And believe it or not, like with just all the work that we did, people even close to you have not noticed.
This is true.
Is that a surprise?
Yes. I would say yes.
You thought it would be completely like broadcastable and super obvious.
Yes. But I mean, I'm glad that nobody has asked, because you don't want to look different, just better. So I'm pleasantly surprised for me, but the compliments from people have been very fun to hear when they ask you about your neck. What cream do you use,
So if you want to learn more about Debbie's neck cream, contact our office, and thanks along for following. If you've enjoyed this video or other similar facial videos that we've made, please like, engage, and follow our social media linked below. And we look forward to inviting you into our office and taking incredible care of you.